This video is brought to you by these fantastic sponsors, as well as Mobile Gaming News Network, mobilegamingnews.com, your one-stop shop for all your mobile gaming news, reviews, and information you can use. Head on over and sign up, and if you are inclined to write some articles, go ahead and sign up for that as well. We are always looking for more writers. But with that, let's get into the video. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is Wednesday. That means patch notes time, and I am going to try to not yawn. I'm a disheveled mess right now, but it is early and there's a lot of stuff to go over. There's equipment, there's a new character that was teased on the live stream yesterday, but let's get into this first up. Now, first off is going to be the second preseason World Arena. Now, this is going to start today with the patch. So this is going to be basically literally the same thing. They're just going to take and make sure that they put in some other stuff. Ranking feature is going to be added, so the players from 1st to 100th place will be displayed according to each rank. League ranking, total ranking. On the first screen, players will see a top 10 league ranking so that you can flex real hard on other people on the internet. Now, this isn't going to require anything to get back into, kind of like how it is right now. So if you want to, this would be a good opportunity to go through and make sure that you're getting some of your RTA practice in for when the real thing hits, which will be somewhat soon. Yield feature has been added after the World Arena matching is complete. Players can pick, ban, or place heroes in a team and can also yield the battle. So if you don't like the lineup that you got and you think that you're going to get dunked on, you can just immediately yield. However, I guess, like, why couldn't you have just waited until you got in and then yielded in the game itself? But whatever. Hero status feature has been added after the World Arena matching is complete. Hero selection screen will be displaying the hero list, including the status of the hero. Now over here, boom, equipped with a banned artifact. You can see banned hero, banned artifact. Also selected, a character that's already been selected will show up over there. That's really good, because then that way you can just boom, zip right through it, even though you can literally see right there that it has already been picked. Other improvements: when matching is canceled, a button will display canceling. Players will not be able to select this button until the cancellation is complete. When waiting for an opponent's next move, on the pick, ban, or team formation screen, text waiting will be displayed at the bottom right of the screen. An issue that caused an error message to be displayed during the next match if previous match ended in a defeat due to a 30-second network disruption will be fixed. An issue that caused Hammer's transformation not to be displayed at the same time on the opponent's screen will be fixed. That's a weird one. And an issue where after level 9 of Battle Frenzy, a hero's health would recover would be fixed as well. An issue where in certain situations a hero would display on the battlefield despite being defeated will also be fixed. So a lot of RTA stuff coming in. We're getting a lot closer to the official RTA seasons, which will be really interesting. Now, up next is going to be episode 2.8. This is going to be the Chandra Ruins. The ruins of Chandra, the capital of the ancient empire, which had the largest territory in all Sidonia, is now open. What adventures await our heroes in a city where ancient records remain? So we will be going through this. Let's see if we get anything good in here. Let's get a breath. Give me a breath in that side story. And there is one. Fantastic. We're getting closer to not needing to shift things around. So that's actually really big. You also get a destruction set helmet. With this is going to be health, speed, crit chance, and effect resist. All the things that you really want on a destruction set helmet. It's pretty garbage, actually. That's really, really bad unless it rolls speed or just all into crit chance. That's a pretty poo-poo helmet. Fantastic, guys. This is really exciting for me right here. This is going to be the new exclusive equipment. So first up is going to be Troublemaker Crozet, and this is going to give him percent health, up to 14% health. That's pretty good. That helps you out with his hit points, because they're not the greatest, so it is. So Chivalry, this is his second skill, increases his counterattack chance by 15% when the ally is in the back row is attacked. Now that's really big. So if you put him on an Elbrus with a counterattack set, with this, he's going to be counterattacking quite a bit. He's going to be coming in and stunning quite often. Oath of Protection recovers the caster's health when using Oath of Protection. Amount recovered increases proportional to the caster's max health. That's good. That gives him a heal. It's going to increase his sustainability. Oath of Protection, the second one, increases combat readiness of the target by 40% when using Oath of Protection. Now, this is probably going to be the best one right here because this is going to allow for him to CR push as well as buff and remove debuffs on the character. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that your best ones here are going to be probably the second Oath of Protection one or the Chivalry one, mostly because it is going to allow you to counterattack more into more stuns. But the third one, the Oath of Protection one that increases the combat readiness, is probably going to be your best one. That's going to be my opinion on that one. Now, Will Bet, this one's going to be pretty good. First off, critical hit chance from 6 to 12%. Now, critical hit chance is huge because it helps you modify the way that you build your character. You don't have to worry so much about crit chance. Means that you can stack more attack damage and more crit damage. Now, first one up is going to be Slice Slice. Damage dealt is increased by 20% when using Slice Slice. That's pretty good. It's just a straight up 20% damage increase. Now, Snip Snip, this is the third skill. Increases chance of inflicting bleed. No, Snip Snip is not the second. That's the second skill. It's the second skill. Increases the chances of inflicting bleed with Snip Snip by 15%. Bleed is good, but it's not that great in PvP, so meh. Now this one, Soul Cutter, increases hit chance by 20% when using Soul Cutter. This is the best one because you know what everybody hates? They hate when they bring a Spez or somebody like that against an Arbiter Avildred, and guess what? You miss because of Moonlight Dreamblade. Well, guess what? Now you don't miss because of Moonlight Dreamblade. Soul Cutter, this one is going to be, there's really no question on this one. Soul Cutter equipment is going to be the one that you're going to want to run for PvP because you're really going to bring her to knock out characters so you don't have to worry about Rule of Light or Maid Chloe or Arbiter Vildred or any of those characters bringing things back to life. So this is going to be huge. Not only that, but she's going to be amazing against Seaside Belle as well because, you know, she can just do massive amounts of damage even without having to, like, you know, really worry about the extinction. So you can go in on Seaside Belle and Rule and Maid Chloe can't bring her back. So this is going to be really, really big for Wilbet. I would imagine you're going to see a resurgence of Wilbets in PvP coming up soon, especially on like on the offensive side of things. Now, next up is going to be the Surmia and Border Coin rate up, drop rate up. This is going to be the Surmia Border Coin banner. We'll probably get this right before we get the Lidica banner for Valentine's Day, which will come next week. Yeah, probably next week. So Art Journal, this one's going to be pretty interesting. Players can access the Art Journal by going to journal-art journal. Players will be able to view art that appears in the episodes and side stories. The episode illustration will be automatically added from your current point in the story. Players will be able to receive side story illustrations only after they have cleared the side story after the update, which kind of sucks because does that mean that we're going to get reruns of the side stories? Probably because, well, I mean, it would be kind of dumb if we didn't get the side story art in there. I don't really care about the art so much. Like, give me the side stories, right? That's what I would like. That is something that I would like in here. Additional bug fixes and improvements, alignment settings, hero expressions will be saved. Alignment settings for inventory will be saved. Okay. Team formations, last team used will be saved. Select difficulty for NPC battles will be saved. I thought all that stuff was on there. Growth pack. A growth pack will be added for purchase. A growth pack will be added for purchase when players acquire a 5-star hero. Requirements: account rank 20 or above. Acquire a 5-star hero via summoning. Selective summon is excluded. If a player acquires a 5-star hero via 4 or 5-star summon ticket purchasable with gold transmit stones, this package will be displayed when the player re-enters the shop. Sales duration within 6 hours after a player has acquired a 5-star hero. Purchase limit after the player has met the conditions, a maximum of 3 times per month. 3 times per month. You get 150k gold, 3 penguins, epic runes, greater runes, and 45 lesser runes, and 15 rare catalysts. You get to choose the type. Wonder how much this is going to be. 50 bucks. And you can get this 3 times a month, huh? I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it's good. It's going to be good for people who want to just drop money on rare catalysts, basically. And you get some epic runes and stuff like that. But overall, I don't know. At least they don't put Skystones in here. If it was Skystones, it'd be an instant buy. But like, I guarantee this is going to be like 50 bucks or more. It could be more. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The text that indicates the required summon amount remaining until guaranteed summon will be provided in the Mystic Summons window. That will be changed. XX summons left until current 5-star Moonlight Hero guaranteed summon. Okay. This is all just text. Well, improvements. Let's see. Omitted clause will be added to the skill description for Sage and Ball's Evil Spear's Call. No functional change. The clause will be added. This skill does not trigger dual attack. An issue where Dispel effect for Kawana's skill Rough Welcome was not affected by the effect resistance of target will be fixed. An issue where certain skills that are to be activated only during the caster's turn were activated when it was not the caster's turn. When the skill was activated due to crowd control debuffs, stun, sleep, an improvement will be made. So the description of Roman's skill Event Horizon will display the poison tooltip. An issue where the enemy's sole volcanic viper affected characters other than Elena when Elena's skill used her consecrated ground. That's interesting. An issue where Righteous Thief Ruzid did not gain the designated effect for the Mercy Rune. Additional increase in combat readiness when his allies' combat readiness was over 50%. When a Midnight Roar is used will be fixed. That's good. An issue where an additional effect for Krau's Charge and Lorena's Spiral Break did not display the full text during combat. An issue where an additional attack and an additional turn were activated for Kayron and Sven under certain conditions will be fixed. Okay. An issue that caused combat readiness timeline order displayed on the screen to be different from the actual order when a combat readiness increase effect is triggered at the end of the turn will be fixed. I never ran into that. An issue that caused the increased attack skill effect to not be displayed when Pavel's skill Storm Bullet is used will be fixed. An issue that caused the focus gauge to seem as though it was not reset when the skill Devil's Descent is used will be fixed as well. This issue occurred when Dark Corvus's focus gauge is full, no functional changes. All right, so let's see. Improvements and fixes related to pets. Improvements will be made so that pets assigned to the lobby or in the team can be selected for synthesis. The player acquires a new pet via synthesis. The new pet will automatically be assigned to replace the previous pet. Fantastic, actually. Pets assigned to lobby or team battle teams cannot be used as ingredients for other pets. Pets that are locked cannot be synthesized. A touchable area for claiming rewards for lobby pets will be expanded. Okay, so that's not what a bunch of people are going to be worried about, but it's a good start, and we're going to get to the pet snacks eventually, I would imagine. So next up, improvements in the equipment manager UI. Button for opening equipment manager will move to the top left corner, and the design for the button as well will be changed as shown in the picture below, because clicking on the button down here at the bottom right hand side, just way too hard for most people, way too hard. So I understand moving it up here because that's just way easier for people, because they probably were really confused as to where that button was down here in the right hand corner that said equipment manager. Good move, guys, good move. Improvements and fixes related to artifacts, a skill where certain longer skill descriptions. This one will be fixed. Yeah. An improvement will be made so that artifacts, when aligned by class, will be better sorted. Improvements and fixes related to monsters. Skill improvement for Zex skills rampage spread from episode 1 stage 4 will be fixed so that it matches the in-game effect. No functional changes, because that is really what I was worried super about. Does anybody even read those? I wouldn't imagine. If they can't figure out where the equipment manager is, I can't imagine that they're reading the skills for certain characters. Let's see. I made it at least like 15 minutes into this before I did that. Let's see. Really don't worry too much about those other improvements. Some typos. Recollection data. Hutch's pop-up shop duplication purchase issue. Okay, ooh, here we go. During this update, we will recollect the items that were purchased in excess of the standard stated limit. Skystones that were used for these purchases will be sent to you in your mailbox. Hey, they're giving you your Skystones back at least. So, except for those of you who got banned permanently, get fucked. So the excess items will be recollected in the situation where a player does not have enough of the excess item. Their count for the item for the collected item may go into the negatives. Skystones that were used to purchase excess items will be reimbursed. Mystic Summon adjustment. The required number of Mystic Summons will be adjusted after the update depending on the number of Mystic Summons made using excess Mystic Metal purchases. For example, if you made 10 Mystic Summons, the required number of Mystic Summons necessary to guarantee a 5-star hero will be increased from 200 to 210. Ooh, that is pretty good. That is pretty solid. Please note, if you do not access the game during the scheduled delivery period above, no additional refund will be sent. So this goes from the 6th through 5/6. So that's 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. So you got 3 months to get back in there and do it. So at first I was like, what about those people that got banned for 30 days? Are they just completely screwed? No. You gotta get in there within 3 months. So you can at least get that stuff back, except for those 7 of you who are permanently banned. So there is going to be maintenance, so make sure that you get in there and you do your guild wars and everything like that today, because, you know, who knows how long that maintenance is really going to last. So that's that, but let's get into this thing right here. Hitter mode this. Watch it like this. Go back. Oh, I love this. She is so cute. All right, this is the new 4-star Suren Tempest. Suren, a girl from a Far East empire. As a warrior and daughter of a decorated general, however, empire fell. Well, okay, they're talking way too fast. I do really enjoy her aesthetic here. Oh, she's such a weeb. All right, so her imprint release is going to be 2-piece effectiveness. Her self imprint is going to be attack percent, so that's pretty good. A little about 6,000 or 5,100 health. Speed's 117, which is actually pretty good. Critical hit chance though is 27%, which is pretty interesting. So she's gonna be able to hit a lot, or she's gonna be able to crit a lot more, because normally that's 15%. She also comes out right out the gate with an extra 12% of effectiveness. So I wonder if that's actually just base stats because it just has her at 4 stars. So I wonder what all of her awakening and stuff like that is.
도적입니다. 같은 도적 계열의 영웅과 비교했을 때 공격력과 속도가 높지 않지만 치명 확률과 효과 적중 보너스가 있습니다. 각인 집중으로 부족한 공격력을
Yeah, her attack is not the most amazing there, but you know, and sure she's 117 speed, but we'll see what her skills are to see whether or not she has to be like super first off. All right, so this is her third skill, Moonlight Shadow AoE skill. Attacks all enemies with 60% chance to make them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the amount of the caster's lost health. That's kind of interesting. So +1's damage, then you get an effective chance that puts you up to 70. You get 85% chance to make them unbuffable for 2 turns. This is on a 5-turn, 4-turn cooldown, and soul burn for 10 increases your damage dealt. So this isn't too bad. You're probably gonna want to use this like after the first turn when you've got like some damage taken. It looks super cool though. Okay, second skill. Damage suffered in one attack does not exceed 50% of max health. Increase combat readiness by 15% of the caster when the caster's health is less than 70% when an enemy ends their turn. It can only be activated once per turn. That is pretty boss, and this can go up to what, 25, 20, 25, 30% combat readiness if she is below 70%. And damage suffered in one attack can't exceed 50%. So she's kind of like Butcher Corp Inquisitor, where she is not going to be able to just get one shot. So this is actually pretty cool. And then if the character ends their turn, she gets 30% combat readiness. So the speed, the speed's not really that big of a deal if she's taking damage because she's getting that combat readiness and she's going to be going a lot. That's pretty awesome.
자신의 행동 게이지를 최대 30% 증가시킵니다. 1턴에 한 번 발생합니다. 적의 공격을 받은 후 자신의 행동 게이지를 대폭 올릴 수 있습니다. 또한 피격 시 한 번에 받는 피해량이 최대 생명력의 50%를 넘지 않습니다.
I can see her running lifesteal set right out the gate. Okay, number 1. Drives at the enemy with a chain axe with a 35% chance to inflict 2 bleeding effects for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the amount of the caster's lost health. So this is also going to get a 50% chance to inflict 2 bleeds. So the big thing here is you're going to want to build her quick with lifesteal. That way you're kind of, you're taking damage, but the lifesteal sustainability is going to be giving you the staying power that is going to be, that's going to keep you on the battlefield, where your life is like, it's kind of dipping down a little bit, but at the same time you can get that sustainability. You can keep going in order to keep her on the field, but you do want to stay below that like 70%, so you're getting that combat readiness. She's going to be very interesting for sure.
자신의 잃은 생명력에 비례해 피해량이 증가합니다. 풍운의 소리는 낮은 생명력과 방어력으로도 적의 강력한 공격에 살아남아 적을 견제하는 영웅이라 할 수 있습니다. 풍운의 소리에 대한
It would be interesting if like she healed on some of her skills though. But I do think that that she is going to be really good. I would say priority build wise would probably be S2, S3 down to the minus or to the reduced turn, and then probably finish out S3 before going into S1. But I would run her on probably crit lifesteal, which is good because I got lifesteal sets. So that's actually pretty solid. So I definitely look forward to Tempest Suren 100%. But anyways, guys, that was the patch notes. I don't think that there is anything new. Let me just check real quick. before we end this. Nothing new there. All post, ban players. Nothing new outside of those. So next week, we'll probably get the data mine tonight, because it'll be a full patch. So we'll get the data mine, and then you just assume that next week is going to be Valentine's Day event. It's going to be skins. It's going to be a Litica banner and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Tempest Suren, and also let me know who you think the next Moonlight character in the Mystics is going to be. I'm thinking Arbiter Avildred, because if you put Arbiter Avildred in Mystics, everyone's going to pull for Arbiter Avildred, and then everyone's going to need to get that little bet artifact or EE, because they're going to be dealing with more Arbiter Avildreds. So that would be big brain stonk plays right there. Anyways, guys, my dog is upset, so I got to get up out of here. I'll catch you later. Take it easy, homies. Peace.